today. Congratulations on being able to have another moment to celebrate life. Congratulations on being able to look around and go, oh my God, I made it again. In spite of myself, in spite of my decisions, good or bad, in spite of my setting that I've been living and hanging amongst. But you are alive today. Hey, welcome once again to the Thursday Thought of Today live. This is Dr. Cortez D. Sims, your good friend, your buddy, your Lowe's business guy, your referral person by video, by virtual um, connection. I really, really appreciate you guys for being able to refer me. But listen, do me a favor, real quick, share. Press the button share to someone else on your page. Share to the next person. Send over here. Hey, Miss Rudd. Mrs. Rudd, but send to the next person. Let them see that this is a word for them. Word as in a word of thought, a word before the weekend, a word of a reminder, a word of encouragement. Whatever that it finds that next person, send it to them. Click subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. And I will definitely feel much more honored and grateful that it doesn't stay with me as being a person that everything that comes to me from a mental behavior health coach perspective, from principles, life perspective, from a counseling perspective, and from a perspective from a lot of different reading, biblical contextual examination, and just doing a lot of different research. Just people, just watching, just being an observer for just people behavior. But I want to get right down to reminding you today, don't forget to be original. All right? Don't forget to be original. I have to say that once again. Do not forget to be original. Enjoy being different. Enjoy being different, not like everyone else. You were never intentionally created, being made by your creator to be like everyone else. Nothing about you matches. All right? You can come from a family. All right? You could be familiar, which is the same root word for being familia or family, and be familiar because you are related or relatives to the branch or the tribe that you came out of, but you still are original. But don't forget to be original. Why am I saying that? Because it's so common to be predictable. It's so common to be like everyone else. In fact, if there's some stronger personalities because people are taking chances, they're bold, they're risk takers and things like that, it's very attractive to be like, wow, the attention seems to go over here because that auntie that I have is very comical. Or this person right here don't want to be connected to anyone else. That gets attention. So let me look in this direction. And the more you do that, the more it looks like that's where the attention is going. That's where it looks like maybe I should become like that. But don't become that. Enjoy being, existing to be different. Don't forget to be original in anything that you do. All right? If you have a different type of appetite, it is because you are originally that way. If you have a different way to look at things, or the way you see the clothes should fit on you, or you think it should be like this, it's okay to have an opinion. Now, when you're trying to press your opinion upon somebody or be more projective, then that's a different subject. I'm not talking about that today. But what I'm saying is, when you have to be who you need to be, when it's your time to step up to the plate for these promotions that's going on in your life, don't forget to be original. Don't forget to be the same person that when they call you and say, hey, I want to offer this opportunity, don't become somebody else. Don't look at other people and be like that. Now that's who I need to be because I think this is the person that they are really looking for. Or I don't think that this is the person I need to be or who they're looking for, so I'm going to be somebody else. No, now you're talking yourself out of the position of your prosperity. Now you're talking yourself out of the position of being the person that they sought out to be. So if somebody speak of you, they only remember what you put out there. But continuously, if you have not, put out the original person so they can say, I know somebody that seems to be this way. The last time I seen them, they're known to be like this. In fact, every time I see them consistently, they're this person. So they only think that what they got is your originality. And when they begin to refer you, good or bad, that's what's being spread amongst other people. Hey, I know someone who can draw very, very well, but it looks like every time I see them draw like this is what they do. Or it looks like every time I see them, they act like this. Or the crowds that they are around, they always seem to be around this type of crowd. That must be who they are. And that's what some people may project or perceive you as being in those moments. And if they see you more than once, they're going to take that as in that's their capsule. They have capitalized that it must be their originality. But ask yourself, do I want to put that type of originality out there? Is that what I want people to perceive about me? Because if I had a bad day and that's not the way I would normally dress, then let's change some things. Because guess what? That's what you put out there. You left wherever place you live. You left your obscene change. You left your closet and gave these people that person. And if you were not your original person being different, then that's what you gave them. And guess what? They took that because that's all they're going to go by. They're not going to ask you, hey, were you being yourself today? Do you normally do this? Would you normally put a hat on? Would you normally wear a hat in the building when you're known to be very respectful? Would you normally put a suit on when it's meant to be very casual day at a picnic or at a outside gathering? I know a guy right now, for a good example. I love his originality. And he would tell you, older gentleman, kind of like fair age, between 50 and 60 years old, not old at all. He wants to sometimes act old. You know, I can't say his name. But I love his originality because I've seen him in different settings and he was the same. I've seen him in a setting that it was a church gathering where you would think to put some shorts on and a t-shirt and some gym shoes. This guy still had a way to put on a button-up shirt and some jeans on. He just put some gym shoes on. He didn't have a casual loafer, or he didn't have some type of dress business casual shoe on, you know, like a hard bottom and some tie-ups or some loafers or anything like that. And they would make fun of him. They would laugh and say, oh my God, everywhere you go, you wear, do you always have to have a button-up shirt on and some jeans or some slacks and a blazer? He was like, well, this is who I am. I love being different. And so I enjoy being this way because I can always take my jacket off. I can always take my shirt off. And at least I have some pants on because I don't like or I love. And so he began to explain. Then I heard him in different settings around the same people. He said, well, I don't need to explain my originality to you. And I just absolutely love that. It doesn't matter if we agree with your originality. What's important is that you agree with your originality. And even if you wish to say, hey, I'm going to change some things about me. Well, that's a great executive decision for yourself to change you. And you say, well, you know what? I realize I wear too much black. I wear too much gray. I'm going to put on some colors because it still connects to my originality. Originality, the root word is the origin. Where it started, where it began. It started with me going in my process. It started with me to how I perceive myself, how I see me. What's my positioning in the moment? And in that moment, what did I gain out of it? I think I may want to go ahead and change the furniture in my home because I don't like the way this looked. This has been old. I want something new. So I choose to be different. I enjoy being different. I enjoy being able to say, well, when I go and pick me a car, I like the bright colors. Everyone has gray, blue, burgundy, red, white. But these other colors, bright green, the orange, the peanut butter chocolate color, I want something different because it connects to my originality. So what am I saying? Please adapt to who you are. Stay true to yourself. It's easier to adapt to the other things, to be predictable, to be common, to be familiar. That's kind of boring. That's kind of plain. Even that's very predictable if you remain that way. But just know that there's a different place in you. There's a different part of you that goes beyond that. Immature people just kind of like, well, I don't have to think about it and I don't have to put no thought into it and it's what everybody else is doing, so let me just go ahead and do what everybody else is doing. No, maturity opens them people. It opens yourself to extraordinariness. All right? It opens you to be extraordinary. It opens you to be an extraordinary person. Hey, it's something about the way you cook this food. And it reminds me of grandma, but it's not the way you do it. I know, because I am stepping even more every day. I'm stepping back into my originality. I can't forget that. The moment that you lose thought and forget your originality, you're lost. You're not even being yourself. We don't even know who you are because the consistency of what you put out there, we don't know if this is your originality or is this the real you. So what am I saying, ladies and gentlemen? What I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, be different. Separate yourself from being in that common position. When you are being different, it separates you. It says, I know that we all are doing some great stuff, but you are a little bit different. And that's what makes you have a whole different style of leadership. Leadership starts with you being original. Okay? There are a lot of burger restaurants. There are a lot of chicken restaurants. There are a lot of Asian restaurants that sell the same common food that is known to be on the menu. But what is original about them? Their colors, their delivery, the way that they put their entrees. Hey, same burger. We're supposed to be selling beef, but we do our beef patties different. We want to fry them and make them this thick, and that's what makes us different. We want to dress it up and put all this stuff on them. That's what makes us smash burger. But I don't see that if I go to Wendy's, because Wendy's burgers are what known to be square. Does that take away from me being a beef burger? No. It's my originality. I want to be different. Different makes you significant. Ladies and gentlemen, walk in being significant. Walk in being original. Don't be like everyone else. You will never fit. You would be so disturbed because it's in your DNA. The way you were created, you would be so not satisfied. It would not be fulfilling because you have a lot of people who would love for you to be like them. I tell you this, it's a little bit more work to be original every day, but you'll be very, very fulfilled. You'll be very satisfied. You'll be very exciting because you won't get enough of it. You'll find yourself being like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. I keep talking about going to the park. I keep talking about going to the thrift stores. Everybody else will try to make you feel that going to the thrift store is a downgrade. How about you go to the thrift store because I can shop at any store I want and I still see value in those things because it was valuable enough to hang. It was valuable enough to collect as an item. It was even valuable enough to resell it to people who just wants it. Everybody that shop at these different stores that's different from the crowd that I'm around may take it as a downgrade, but I might take it as a place that I have the options that my money can spend at anything in this store. These type of environments make me feel big. That's my originality. You know what I mean? So if anybody that knows me, I find value in anywhere I go. So who am I who says, well, I don't like to go to Goodwill. I don't like to go to Savers. I don't like to go to the secondhand store. I don't like to go to the Salvation Army. Great. My originality loves it. My originality, I still stuck on making my own ice cream. I don't have to always go to Haagen-Dazs. Nothing wrong with Haagen-Dazs. Nothing wrong with Ben and Jerry's. Nothing wrong with all the famous places. Cold Stone Creamery. Nothing wrong with going to Baskin Robbins. Nothing wrong with having those alternative things, but it goes back to who you are originally. Don't forget to be original. And I put it up there because we forget that, we lose sight. We'll find ourselves operating like somebody else. People are like, why am I even going over here? I don't normally put this on my food. I don't normally dress like this. The way I feel right now, I want to just put a plain t-shirt on and just a skirt because I'm that type of woman, if you're a woman. Normally, I just want to put some flip-flops on. Now, I'm going to be appropriate. Now, I do want to dress for the occasion. I am going to adapt to the occasion because that's my originality. But even when I adapt to the occasion, it's still going to be my originality. I love being different. This is the way I feel when I want to be dressing formal. I don't want to have to look like everyone else. Why? Because I am me. What would make you so different than anyone else? All right? So your maturity does not focus on these few people that surround us, what they're going to say. Maturity goes, the big picture is, later on, by the time it's 8, 9 o'clock, I'm going to dress original, but I know how my feet may hurt. I'm going to put another pair of shoes that's still going to look the way I want to look in the car with me, and it still does not take away from my originality. Ladies and gentlemen, share this with other people. Let them know, hey, don't change who you are. Now, if you need to change who you are to be a better person, great. You're doing self-improvement, but you're still sticking to the blueprint of being original. Don't forget to be original, though. Don't throw the originality out in the garbage. No. Keep your originality. Tweak it. Okay? Sharpen who you are. You may even want to change different colors, as I just mentioned. Change your shoes. Change where you shop. If you don't want to shop at all, you say, I have all these brand new clothes in the closet. The pandemic was all last year and still going on. I have clothes that I still have tags on. I'm going to stick to my original reason why I bought these things or these gifts that came to me that I need to wear, because I don't need to just buy everything just because the stores are reopening. I'm going to stick to my own blueprint. Let me work that and enjoy being different in that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. Share this to anyone you want to share it to. Go to www.drcortezdesims.com. Pick up and order the book called Qualified but Not Preferred. I talk strongly in that book about that. How you're qualified to be all these different things. You always have been. But don't worry about being preferred by certain people along the way. We've all had that challenge. Just know that you are preferred and you are qualified. But stay original. Don't forget to be original. Enjoy being slim and petite. All right? You would be surprised how many people make these statements. Man, if I can go ahead and drop 50, 60 pounds and be your size, and you looking at them like, why you want to be my size? You should say, you know what? Oh, this size? Oh, well, we could do this. Just know that, for me to stay this size, I need to be able to work out and keep my diet and my appetite a certain way. So let's work together. And that's how you can come together as a nice conglomeration of a unity, of a nice set of people. I mean, just coming together, all right? So when people say that, enjoy that compliment, Take that encouragement and say, hey, I encourage you for you. Hey, stay true to yourself. Stay original. Don't forget to be original. Don't forget when you're in certain crowds to stay that person, because we need differential. We need originality. We don't need copycats. We don't need people that want to hoop in church when you know you're a profound teacher. We don't need for you to go ahead and get silence on us when you're known to be a nice person that gives great words of encouragement. Be original. We're looking for that originality. Okay? People are looking for what is different. I'm tired of the same stuff. And here you are bringing your different self, different smile, different point of view, different perspective, different way to look at things, different way to put different perfumes on because you like the way you are built up. You like the way you look. Yes, we can all use tune-ups. Yes, we can all use fine-tuning. We're going to do that anyway when we get tired of that old original person. But the new original person goes, I need to tweak this, I need to turn this, I need to take that off. Yes, I've gained this, and this is what I'm still going to do because I'm true to myself. I love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the page. But most importantly, don't forget to be original. Enjoy being different. If you don't know how to enjoy being different, start by going back to the basics of who you are. Connect yourself with people who are different and ask them, what do you do to stay that way? What do you do to ignore all these other things and you can stay being odd? Because even odd is attractive. It attracts the right people that's used to being probably talked about. But that only that only happens for so long. And the only reason why people really talk about you for being different because they still trying to discover who they are. Because they don't know how to be different. They're so used to being like, this is how my mama did it. This is how they do it. Or this is what people are known for me to do. So when I holler and scream, they think that means popular because I can sing like the holler and scream. But what if you sing low the way you sing it in the shower, sing at home? They'll be like, I've never seen this side of you. I like that one better because it's your originality.